for startup game. Okay, we are on.
Okay, Cookie, we think we have the scorpion problem under control.
Finally! I can put my shoes back on. Oh my god!
Well, that's the thing. There was gluten in all of the donuts I brought in this morning. So if she's so allergic to it, why isn't she dead now?
Marcus to set. Marcus, you are 17 minutes late for your call. Marcus to set.
Does anyone hear like a throbbing? That's the best way I can describe it. Just like a throbbing sound. Like a deep throbbing.
Introducing your face's new best friend. Say goodbye to dry skin and wrinkles.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Say hello to healthy, radiant, beautiful skin.
Well, hello there.
Oh, hey. Hi. Because you're never too old to look 10 years younger.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. All new Virgin Blood Face Mask.
I can feel it working already.
No harsh chemicals, just 100% all natural blood from a dying virgin.
And a pinch of black magic.
Shh, don't tell anyone. What price will you pay for youthful skin?
Anything. Anything.
Anything.
Anything. Kill her.
Virgin Blood Face Masks, only $10.99 a bottle.
That's actually really reasonable.
Come on down to Barbecue Street all week for some great deals on food and fixins'. Mondays, it's 25% off Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings. Tuesdays, it's 50% off whatever Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings are left over from Monday. Wednesday, we've got 10% off our famous Dry Spice Ribs. But make sure to come back on Thursday for 60% off a sampler platter of Monday's leftover Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings and Wednesday's Dry Spice Ribs. Fridays, we kick things up a notch when you can get a free order of Buffalo Blasted Chicken Wings and Dry Spiced Rib Soup just for walking in the door. And you're not going to want to miss Saturdays when we'll give you $10 just to take some of these rotten chicken wings and ribs out of here. You don't even have to eat them, you just have to take them with you. Sundays we're closed to hose the place down. Barbecue Street. You're probably going to want to come in on Monday.
Okay, come on, you can do this.
We are on.
I'm sorry, but these wrong answer of the game sponsors, these can't be real, yes? They're absurd. Look, if the price tag is high enough, I'll say whatever the hell you want, but I mean, come on.
Do you think you can cover just the last half of my shift for me?
Yeah, you mean 4 hours?
Yeah, that'd be great. All you have to do is just check IDs when people come in, and if anyone's rowdy, just cuff them and put them in our holding cell.
Oh, okay. I'm 105 pounds and I'm 5'2".
Yeah, that's great. Here's some handcuffs. Here's some mace. Well, it's a mace bottle. I've used most of it for, spraying on food, so it's empty, but people do still react to it when you pull it out.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Do you owe the IRS money in back taxes? $10,000, $20,000, $100,000? We can help. The law offices of Wilson, Hanson, Young & Associates can help you get out from under tax debt by faking your own death. It's true. For just a small fee, our lawyers will help you fake your death, easing your tax burden. Exploding motorcycle, alligator attack, saving the world from an asteroid. We promise your fake death will not only be convincing, it will be cool. No lame deaths guaranteed. As an added bonus, we also provide a DVD of your funeral. See who comes, see who cries, see who suspects. And if anyone suspects...
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and anybody know how long you have to cook a chupacabra? One of you two needs a shower. Handle those screws carefully. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Teen Sasquatch, a new drama on the Angst Network. He's mysterious, he's elusive, and he drives the girls wild. Like him. Mondays at 8.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. Okay, let's see what happens.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Kicking things off, not so smart Alec. What is Alec Baldwin most likely to scream at a dude with a camera who works as part of the paparazzi? F*** you, you f***ing paparazza! I'll f*** you in the evil paparazzo! Get f***ed with the paparazzi! Or I'll break your f***ing camera with my paparazzas! Time's a-wasting! Player 2, you're probably going to have to issue some kind of apology. It's so obvious. The singular term for paparazzi is paparazzo. And as a rule, paparazzi are borderline vile, but you still shouldn't f*** them in the f***ing... That's just sinking to their level.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Try this on for size. Drake a leg. Ah! Oh my god, for a second there I thought I saw my video.
Okay, we're on.
Has anyone seen Nate Shapiro? He hasn't come into the office in, like, 15 years.
We are good to go.
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
I hope those cupcakes were fair game. They were delicious, the ones sitting in the big room.
Did you eat them all?
I just had a couple.
How many?
I don't know if I was counting. 6.
Okay, those were for Carol's birthday party later on.
Yeah, that's great.
No, but we didn't sing to her yet.
Oh, sweet.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and anybody know how long you have to cook a chupacabra? Two players? What happened? Did you lose your pieces to Battleship? Everybody's got their screws. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Teen Sasquatch, a new drama on the Angst Network. He's mysterious, he's elusive, and he drives the girls wild. Like him. Mondays at 8.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, it's time.
Get ready, time for question 1.
To get started, not so smart Alec. What is Alec Baldwin most likely to scream at a dude with a camera who works as part of the paparazzi? F*** you f***ing paparazza! I'll f*** you in the ass, evil paparazzo! Get f***ed with the paparazzi! Or I'll break your f***ing camera with my paparazzas! Player 210's running out. Players 1 and 2? The singular term for paparazzi is paparazzo. And as a rule, paparazzi are borderline vile, but you still shouldn't f*** them in the f***ing... That's just sinking to their level.
Oh, mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Take a good look at Drake a leg. Ah! Oh my god, for a second there I thought I saw my ventriloquist dummy Billy O'Brien again. I've been having visions of him just showing up at the most inopportune times. Ah!
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me. It really is you.
It's always me, you dunny.
I was hoping you were just a mirage.
A mirage? That we're not in a desert. Oh, speaking of which, where would you be if you saw me as a mirage in the Gobi Desert? Pakistan, Mongolia, Peru, or Mexico?
Player 2, clock's a ticking. Player 1.
Well, it's true that you're wrong.
Watch how easy this is. Yes, the Gobi Desert is in China and Mongolia. Just don't sneak up on me anymore, Billy.
Okay, no trottling. Someday I'm gonna murder you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing, I didn't say anything.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's one I like to call shacking up. Where should a large shacko be worn on Shaq O'Neal? His extra large ears, his big feet, his large head, or his massive hands? Player 2? Really? Player 1. Shackos are a military-style hat with a large feather in the front, often worn by marching band leaders. It would be the most ridiculous thing he's worn since Kazam. Next up, Russian ladies looking for young men. And stop the train, it's a this or dat. Player 2? Your score is pretty lame. Why don't you play this one? I am going to list off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's something that happens to Anna Karenina in Tolstoy's classic novel, Anna Karenina, or a Justin Timberlake song. If it's Anna Karenina, press the square button. If it's Justin Timberlake, press the circle button. Player 1. Select your answer before Player 2, because if you get it right and Player 2 gets it wrong, you get that cash. Okay, we're off. Adultery. Childbirth. Murder. Nothing else. That performance was more depressing than the novel Anna Karenina. I keep meaning to reread Anna Karenina, but I've been waiting for a time when I really want to fall into a deep, deep depression. Let's try Woody or wouldn't he? What would it mean if Woody Allen were an alleged pedorthist? He's been accused of touching shoes, he's been accused of touching grapes, he's been accused of touching bugs, or he's been accused of touching feces. Player 2, what were you thinking there? Player 1, A podorthist is a doctor or healthcare professional who focuses on feet, especially shoes and inserts that can help with pain relief. And look, I'm not saying he's a shoe doctor, and I'm not saying he's not a shoe doctor, but the one thing we can all agree on is that The Curse of the Jade Scorpion was a terrible movie. That's round one. Keep in mind, in round two, everything is worth twice as much. And remember, you got those screws sitting there. I didn't hand them out for my health. And now, Pup All Night. Considering their lifespans, which dog from the first Puppy Bowl would be the least likely to be alive to watch Puppy Bowl 11? That adorable poodle puppy, that adorable Great Dane puppy, that adorable Dachshund puppy, or that adorable... Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. Ow. That's how you screw player 1. Why not pick up a few more bucks? Player 1. As a general rule, the bigger the dog, the shorter the lifespan. So the Great Dane with a life expectancy of about 7 years is, probably not going to make it. Oh, we're going to get some angry posts on our Facebook page about this question, I can tell. But it's not my fault we live in a world where horrible things happen.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
How about beautiful millionaires are just so relatable? Say the incredibly down-to-earth Jennifer Lawrence decides to go skydiving. If on her way down to Earth she reaches terminal velocity, what down-to-earth thing might you hear her say? Wowzer, I could not be going down to Earth any faster. Aw man, I'm going down to Earth slower every second. Lol, I broke the sound barrier on my way down to Earth. Or, cool beans, I'm actually now going away from Earth. Players 1 and 2. A falling object or adorable movie star that has reached its terminal velocity will not speed up anymore on its descent before hitting the ground. It's falling as fast as it can. But even if she fell to her death, I bet Jennifer Lawrence would leave the most adorable crater.
Follow me down to the sea.
Say hello to Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Closely associated with Miranda and Ariel. Kangaroo, Peanut... Goodness, player 1, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to give me an answer. Sorry, no takebacks. Nice screw work there, player 2. Why not grab a few more bucks while you're at it? Player 2. Next time, try this. Miranda and Ariel are 2 of the larger moons of Uranus. And you can't have moons without Uranus. Hey, we were supposed to have a tuba there to accentuate the butt joke. Where's the tuba guy?
He was in a car accident on the way over, Cookie. He's dead.
Hey, trombone guy made it! And on its way, ay caramba! I'm a cold-blooded killer! Say Bart Simpson decides to start going around attacking authority figures with his slingshot. If it turns out like the story of David and Goliath, what might happen? Principal Skinner will die after getting shot in the forehead. Chief Wiggum will die after getting shot in the gut. Mayor Quimby will die after getting shot in the heart. Or Homer Simpson will run away after getting shot in the groin. Watch your time! Neither of you even had a guess? I find that hard to believe. Well, believe this. David slays Goliath after slinging a stone into the middle of the giant's forehead. So that's how Principal Skinner might meet his untimely demise as well. But it really wouldn't be that much of a loss. Springfield is literally crawling with people who sound exactly like him. Pucker up for. I'm gonna need 2 oceans of calamine lotion stat. If the 80s hair band Poison were like poison ivy, what part of them would give people a rash? The fumes from their hairspray, the oil in their makeup, the silk on their rockin' clothes, or the ink in their tattoos? Player 2, watch the time. Player 1. Coming in contact with the oil on a poison ivy plant is what causes the skin to break out in a rash. So if the band Poison were similar, it would probably be best not to touch their oily makeup. In fact, it's probably best not to touch any part of the band Poison. You have no idea where they've been for the past 25 years. Welcome to the... Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Climb time. What did these guys climb? Good luck. Player 2 has it! Hey, Player 2, I got news for you. If you were trying to lose, you can't even do that well. Here's another late-breaking news item.
You don't know Jack!
Guten Tag, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. Just trust us, we totally can. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's begin. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. A single artichoke contains more sodium than 2 slices of bacon. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Pringles were originally called Pringles Newfangled Potato Chips. Napoleon had a brother in New Jersey nicknamed Joey Bottles. Munich, Germany's downtown has no intersections. The Hindenburg's nickname was the Unburnable. Dungeness crabs have teeth in their stomach. The Dallas Cowboys sell Debbie Does Dallas at their games. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round one. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Katy Perry burned off both her nipples with fireworks. The wheels on a VW Beetle weigh more than its body. British and German World War I soldiers played soccer on Christmas in 1914. The Dutch refer to Dutch ovens as French ovens. Winston Churchill was half American. Henry VIII ate an entire elk by himself every Christmas. Ecuador's national landmark dedicated to the equator is not on the equator. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is inventions. These facts are all about inventions. Find the truths and the lies. The electric guitar was invented before the acoustic guitar. The traffic light was invented before the car. Jacques Cousteau was born before the submarine was invented. The toaster was invented before toast. The parachute was invented before the airplane. The bottle cap was invented before soda pop. Smoke detectors were invented before fire. Let's see the final scores. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Every year, a goat gets thrown off a 50-foot church tower in Spain. U.S. citizen can be fined $5,000 for touching a penguin in the Antarctic. Miley Cyrus wrote an op-ed piece for the New York Times about the war in Iraq. The Chicago White Sox were originally called the Chicago Phantom Cows. Ted Nugent died of cat scratch fever. The moon smells like gunpowder. Office Depot paid NBC $500,000 to be featured positively on an episode of The Office. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round one. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Queen Elizabeth II is actually the 10th Queen Elizabeth. Robert Downey Jr. credits Burger King with helping him to get sober. Some snails have thousands of teeth. Christopher Columbus thought lobsters were demons. Avocado skin is used to make pleather. VW Beetles are not classified as automobiles in Canada. The only member of ZZ Top without a giant beard has the last name Beard. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is reality TV. Here are a bunch of bizarre reality TV shows. Try to figure out which ones aren't real. On Saddled with Debt, people crippled with debt raced horses for money. On The Will, 10 people competed to become sole beneficiary of a millionaire's will. On Love Behind Bars, 3 men competed for the heart of a convicted felon. On Hammer Time, the losing contestant had to tear down their dream home. To win Who's Your Daddy, an adoptee had to pick her birth dad from a room full of men. In cougar season, young men had to pick up older women at bars. On rock camp, kids lived in the wilderness while competing for a record contract. Let's see the final scores. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Mark Wahlberg was dropped from The Matrix after breaking his leg while breakdancing. The fine for a speeding ticket in Finland varies depending on your income. Eggnog was invented to increase the sale of nutmeg. The naked picture of Kate Winslet in Titanic was drawn by director James Cameron. Pigeons are mostly blind and navigate by using sonar. Barack Obama was roommates with Tucker Carlson in college. Most dogs are deathly allergic to watermelon. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Hunter S. Thompson built a bomb with Johnny Depp. Cosmopolitan originally contained art and science news. North Korea has its own Olympics. The average height of an Amsterdam resident is 6'4". Wow. 13 is spelled with 13 letters. Guinness used to have an alcoholic leprechaun as their official mascot. Lady Gaga had a hemp wig confiscated at JFK International Airport. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is real U.S. court cases. Which of these court case names are real, and which ones are just dumb lies? United States versus Bizarro United States. Snobs versus slobs. State of Indiana versus Giant Baby. Batman versus Commissioner. Easter Seal Society for Crippled Children versus Playboy Enterprises. Cat Fancy versus Dog Fancy. United States versus 64,695 pounds of shark fins. Let's see the final scores. It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to...
Hey!
Startup game activation is live. We are good to go.
Cookie, no, we didn't install a urinal in the studio, so we're going to send someone into cleaning that up.
And not my problem. Intern, I need some help with my... Cookie Masterson here, and don't worry if you hear this noise. It's just my butthole. Okay, you two, try and keep your eyes off each other and on the questions. Everybody's got their screws. If you think another player is clueless, screw them and make them answer immediately. If they miss it, you win extra cash. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Oopsie Daddy Male Pregnancy Tests. When you need to know quick whether you're going to be a daddy or not, trust Oopsie Daddy. Just pee and wait.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. And so it begins.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Okay, to get things started, that's one smooth infestation. Say you wanted to dress up a bunch of rats as members of the Rat Pack. What adorable rat accessory would you not need to purchase? A tiny glass of scotch for a rat Dean Martin? A tiny cigarette for a rat Joey Bishop? A tiny pipe for a rat Bob Hope? Or a tiny bow tie for a rat Sammy Davis Jr.? Player 2, watch the time. Player 2? Excuse me. Player 1. Can't do anything right, can you? No, I'll get this. Bob Hope was not a member of the Rat Pack, so you would not need to buy any tiny rat accessories for him. But if you ever need a rat to entertain the rat troops or host the Rat Academy Awards, Rat Bob Hope is definitely your guy.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Here's one I like to call beloved childhood character obesity. Remember that old cartoon Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids? Yeah? No? Either way, I'm gonna ask a question about it. What might you hear Fat Albert say while consuming a tub of lard? Hey, this is some good cow fat. Hey, this is some tasty pig fat. Hey, this is some delicious... Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. Ow. That's how you screw Player 1. Grab a few more bucks, why don't you? Player 1. Lard is made from rendered pork fat. By far the saddest time Fat Albert said, hey, is when his doctor told him they'd have to amputate his foot due to his diabetes.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
I call this one Score Loser, and it's time to chalk up one dis or dat. Player 2, you need the most help, so this dis or dat is just for you. I'm gonna read off 7 games, and for each one you tell me if you win by getting the highest score, or you win by getting the lowest score. If it's high score, press the square button. If it's low score, press the circle button. Player 1, select your answer before Player 2, because if you get it right and Player 2 gets it wrong, you get that cash. Okay, we're off. Monopoly. Yahtzee. Golf. Uno. Hungry Hippos. Hearts. You don't know Jack. You realize we're not playing Uno, right? To me, games aren't about scoring high or scoring low, but finding something to do with your family that limits the amount of conversation. Take a good look at Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of a Spider-Man villain from the 70s. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 2? That's just nuts. Player 1. Over the years, Spider-Man has actually had two villains named the Kangaroo. Both of them mostly just good at jumping. Although, I think Uranus would make a much better Spider-Man villain. Giant ice planets with no breathable air are a spider's natural enemy. Let's try. Warning, only 0.00000034 kilobytes remaining. Oh, my computer is so slow these days. It's bogged down with too much, data. I have to get some of this data off my computer. I guess we'll need to buy some cloud storage for all this data. Because it's the biggest, which cloud storage option is most likely to be able to fit all my data? Cirrus Cloud Storage? Player 1, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. Ooh, ouch. Player 2, you handled that screw very well. Let's see if you can make this really hurt. Player 2, cumulonimbus clouds are those giant clouds that can extend from fairly low to very high in the atmosphere. Hopefully that will provide me with enough storage space. I have a lot of German data on my computer. A lot of German data. That's the end of a thrilling first round. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And lest you forget, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. Okay, let's see what's next. Here's a good one. The best Blink-182 question we've ever done. What should Blink-182 change its name to if it wanted to represent the number of times, on average, an adult blinks in a minute? Blink 10, Blink 25, Blink 70, or Blink 181? Player 2? Uh-oh. Player 1? Here's where the money is. Under normal circumstances, the average adult blinks about 10, maybe 15 times a minute. But don't blink too fast, or you might miss Blink-182's rise and fall from cultural legitimacy.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Here's one for you. Are you there, God? It's me, Jimmy Fallon. Imagine, in order to appeal to younger viewers, Christian network TBN airs a Late Night with Seth Meyers knockoff called Late Night with Seth from the Bible. What would you hear on the show? This show is live from my father Noah's Ark. Please welcome my murderous brother Cain. So, my sister Mary Magdalene has been in the news, or give it up for my band leader and mother, Jezebel. Players 1 and 2? It was begging to be picked. Seth is the son of Adam and Eve and the younger brother of Cain and Abel. God gave Adam Seth as a replacement for Abel after Cain killed him. Of course, in biblical times, you had to be careful flirting with your talk show guests because you were probably related to them.
Follow me down to the sea.
May I introduce Getting My YouTubes Tied? And you'll be treated like an instant star for a right answer.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Put these famous viral YouTube videos in order of shortest to longest. David after dentist, double rainbow, dramatic chipmunk. David double dramatic, dramatic David double, double dramatic David, or dramatic double David. Player 1. Sing that one song, Chocolate Pain. Player 2. The viral video of the dramatic chipmunk is 5 seconds long, David After Dentist is 1 minute and 58 seconds long, and the double rainbow video is 3 minutes and 29 seconds long. That earned you an extra grand. I try not to watch any video that's over 10 seconds long because I have the attention span. Oh my god, look at that monkey drinking its own pee! This one's called Lime and Punishment. Ugh, my breath is awful. Luckily, I've got a bunch of loose Tic Tacs in this drawer here. At least I think these are old Tic Tacs. Which of these Tic Tacs should I probably not eat? The orange Tic Tac, the blue Tic Tac, the brown Tic Tac, or the red Tic Tac? Player 2, Player 1. Tic Tac, no. Player 2? Yeah, they don't make brown Tic Tacs. Yep. Yep, that's a rat turd. Try this on for size. Flow me to the moon. Let's say an astronaut on Mars is experiencing her time of the month. If she stays there for an entire Martian year, how many more times of the month will she experience? 22 times of the month, 12 times of the month, 2 times of the month, or she won't have another time of the month. Player 2, clock's a ticking. Smart people choose this. A Martian year lasts approximately 687 Earth days, which would mean the astronaut would get her period about 22 times. Truly making it the red planet. Players 1 and 2? No, but that could mean she's pregnant. But guys, you can find out with a male pregnancy test from Oopsie Daddy, because men should be involved in some other part of the process, right? This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, 2,000 gone if you're wrong, and most importantly, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. You say hotel, I say motel. And where will you be staying this evening? Good luck. 2 has it! Player 2, I'm not exactly sure how you won that game, because from the looks of your score, you played blindfolded. But I do know this.
You don't know Jack!
Welcome to the game. I'm Cookie, and I'll be facilitating today's nonsense. Okay, great. Table for 2. Let's do this. This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your lie, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. Moviegoers who use their cell phones at the Prince Charles Cinema in London are escorted out by people dressed as blank. Now use your device to type a lie that might fool your opponent into believing it. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry! Hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and touch it on your device. Let's see what everybody selected. Well, you guys blew it. And that means this lie didn't get picked. Select a category. Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's the question. It's time for a road trip. When in the North Shore Mountains near Vancouver, British Columbia, be sure to climb the unusually named peak called Blank Mountain. Enter your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. Okay, what did everyone pick? And I agree. I mean, it's just messing up a perfectly good flat area. And that means... time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. In autumn 2013, a company that owns parking lots in England temporarily allowed drivers to pay for parking not with money, but with blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. All right, let's see what everybody picked. Well, don't you feel foolish? And nobody fell for this one. Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it. Select a category. Okay, here's the question. In 2013, Dell issued a recall after customers complained their laptop smelled like blank. Enter your lies now. All right, where's the truth? Okay, let's take a look. And that means some of these didn't get picked. All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. In 1988, George H.W. Bush celebrated Halloween by dressing up as blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, which one's the truth? All right, who picked what? And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies. Select a category. It's not hard. You know what? We'll just stick with this one. Okay, here's the question. Since 1912, South Dakota State University's Homecoming Week has culminated in a celebration oddly named Blank Day. Enter your lies now. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Let's see what everybody selected. It's so busy you can barely hop a train into town. And that's it. Nobody else's lives got picked. Welcome to the final fibbage. This is your final question, and it's worth triple. It's anybody's game. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. Name of the experimental grilled pineapple sandwich from McDonald's that lost out in a sales contest to the Filet-O-Fish. Type in your lies now. Hurry, hit the... Okay, here are your choices. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And nobody picked the other lies up there. Hey, I'm your host, Cookie, and spoiler alert, this game is going to be amazing. Oh good, 2 players. It's kind of sad when there's only 1 player. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your made-up answer, and you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Time to pick a category.